There you go. Yeah, I'm gonna turn off the light and the air conditioner because it's picking up in the microphone. Wait a minute, was it not? Oh no, it'll just create a bunch of static noises.
This train is bound for Bear a Hard?
Yep. It's pronounced Berea Hard.
Oh, okay. Just saying, the word bear and A and hard are... What a place for a train to be bound to.
The next
Just
stop
saying.
is Trista. Trista. We will be stopped at Trista for 1 minute. When disembarking, please ensure no belongings are left behind.
Almost there. Man, spring's really in full bloom here, huh? Back home, there was still so much snow on the ground, I hardly even realized it.
A new adventure for a young lad, going to different climates.
Hey, adventure's fun, man.
Adventure is out there.
Going to a train station, the most excitement I've ever had in my life.
Yeah, most games make you start off in like the sewer fighting rats. We're gonna fast forward to the middle of a Final Fantasy game where you're at the train station.
Well, actually, true story, the first game, you are in the sewer fighting rats on the very...
This isn't the first game?
No, this is like the 6th or 7th.
Oh, why are you starting at this point? Should we start at the beginning?
No, because they don't have all the voice act.
I'll just do all the voice acting.
Plus, those aren't for PS4.
Oh.
Wow.
So do you need to catch me up or anything, or are they gonna reinforce it heavily?
Oh, they reinforce it heavily, but see, the thing is that there's certain... Okay, so like, you got Trails in the Sky, and then Trails in the Sky 2nd chapter, and Trails the 3rd. Yeah, the 3rd. Those are all their own individual identity, because they take place in another region. And basically, this is starting off in the Arabonia, considered the Arabonia arc. So same world, same universe, just different political climates.
Okay.
So they have, this is the first game of the Trails of Cold Steel series, so this is where I jumped in.
Why don't we get to know this kid's name? Why are they just calling him Black-Haired Boy?
Story building?
Wait, wasn't he one of the characters that we just saw in the middle of the game? Middle of the story?
Yeah, but you know, this is taking place prior to that event. See, there's his
we've
name.
got a name now. All
Are
right.
those Lino flowers? I've never seen so many all blossoming at once. I'll be spending the next 2 years here. Wonder how long it'll be before I think
There's a
of it
show
as
what you
home.
know.
But yeah, I think I'm going to like it.
A brothel on every corner. What the hell? Literally nothing else around.
Whoa, sorry.
No,
about
she
that.
did that on purpose.
Are you okay?
You
I
bumped
should
right
have
into
picked
my
a better
pool
place
cue
to take in
case.
the scenery.
Don't worry about it. I should have been paying more attention to where I was going instead of gawking at the flowers.
Can't even talk with your eyes open. Sheesh.
It's really a pretty town, though, isn't it?
There we go.
Just like a postcard.
Closes her eyes. My eyes are up here.
Yeah, I guess that's the magic of springtime for you. I hope everything in your case is okay.
Oh, her case looks just fine.
Oh, don't worry about that. It'll be fine.
See, she agrees.
Wait, so is he holding her case? Is he going to give it back to her in a
You've got the red
moment?
uniform too, huh?
Yeah,
You've got
but
the right
now that you
uniform?
mention it,
Yeah, I remember they're going to a military academy, so they have to wear the proper uniforms.
Was there a chance that they didn't have the correct one?
Yeah, because there's different classes so they all have different outfits for the particular class.
He's like, yeah, but now that you mention it, I really would have preferred the one with the skirt.
Almost everyone else on the train had a green jacket. You're one of the few I've seen in red.
See?
I didn't
Weird.
really think about it until now. I just put on the uniform they sent me.
I hadn't given it much thought until I got here either. But yeah, like you said, there's a few others sporting them too, so I doubt it's a mistake. Maybe it means we'll end up being classmates.
Or something else. Nope.
Anyway, I should get going. I've got a feeling we'll see each other again at the entrance ceremony, though.
Whoa, entrance ceremony.
Mm-hmm. She moves fast.
What kind of school are we going to? I was gonna say.
It's a military academy.
Totally forgot to ask her name.
Runs into you. Talking
Oh, well.
about going to the
I'm sure we'll run
entrance
into each other
ceremony.
later. She's
Yep,
right, though.
over and over again.
It is weird that there are so few of us in red. There are even enough to make a class? That orbment they sent with the uniform is pretty strange too. It sure looks a lot fancier than your standard issue orbment, that's for sure.
Of all the orbments I've seen. Oh, it looks like a CD player.
Guess there's no point in racking
It
my brain
does.
over it. Someone will probably explain it during orientation. Thor's military academy's on the north side of town.
But it's much larger.
Yeah, it's multi-purpose.
I've still got some time to look around before the entrance ceremony, but it'd be pretty awkward to be late the first day.
Yeah, you don't want to be late arriving. They make pills for that. The way to Thor's. Thor's what?
So in case you forget something in the story, we can actually go back in the notebook and it will spell it out for you.
In case you can't wait to one of our many reminders about what's going on. It'd be really funny if this game let you hook it up to a printer so you could print out the story.
That would be useful, but would you actually read it?
I'd print it out.
I shall take my leave here, milady. I pray you find victory here in both your studies and your training.
Thanks, Royal Old Man.
Thank you, Klaus.
Klaus, like Santa Claus?
Blue-haired girl. Like Santa Claus. Like a German Santa Claus.
I'm leaving everything in your hands while Father is away.
Understood, milady.
Be sure to take care of my mother. You know how she can get.
Oh, please excuse my rudeness, young sir. It truly is a splendid day, is it not? The start of a new chapter in the lives of so many promising youths.
Can't trust the promise.
Allow me to express my sincerest congratulations on your admittance into this fine academic institution.
Is that what you keep telling yourself? Thought it was a military academy.
It is. They go there to learn.
Oh. Thank you very much.
I don't really consider military academies
guessing
very
he's a butler?
academic.
He certainly looks the part.
I don't know. In Japan, they might have something of that nature.
Yeah,
That
that's
means
why I
to
said
go
my
with him
perception.
must have been
It's
noble.
probably not accurate.
She
Yeah,
did
'cause
have
remember,
a certain
this game
dignity
was
about her.
translated.
I wonder if she's from a famous military family or something.
Well, she is going to a military school.
So this is it.
I like the music, though.
That's pretty chill.
Thor's Military Academy. Founded by the legendary Emperor Drykos himself.
Thank you for your patience, sir. We've arrived at the Academy.
Much obliged.
Ah, the perpetually bored teenager. Nothing
Please,
ever
if
excites
you'll allow
him.
me to take your luggage.
That won't be necessary. I prefer to avoid standing out too much.
But, sir,
This isn't open for debate.
Wait,
Take whatever
does his
rest you
luggage
need,
consist
then
of
to
that
Berea
one
Heart.
case?
Yeah. Well, they only wear one uniform.
as you wish. I shall be
Yeah,
departing,
but you'd need a
sir.
few copies of the uniform.
Well, I'm sure that the institution will provide said
Yeah.
uniforms.
Your time
Toiletries.
spent in these hallowed halls be
Personal
all you've
effects.
hoped for. Please take care of yourself.
All provided
Underwear.
by the institution.
Hair gel. Lubricant.
All provided by Thor's Military Academy.
We see to all of
An
your
Orbital
needs.
limousine. And one of Reinford's
Oh,
fanciest models, too.
Well, once you find out who they are, it'll make more sense.
Looks like even Erebonia's upper crust send their children here.
Idiot teenagers that don't know how to pack.
Welcome to Thor's Military Academy.
It's like I take 4 steps and then there's,
Yeah, you're making a lot of progress here. You're gonna know everyone in the school by the time you get to the
Let's
entrance.
see. Yes, you're the last of them. That'd make you Green Schwarzer, right?
Yes, that's me.
Yeah,
It's a
I don't
pleasure
know
to
what my
meet you.
parents named me after a sound you yell whenever you see something you don't like.
But
Like a
how
creature
do you
yelling,
know me?
green!
It's a long story. Don't sweat
It's a
the details
long
right
story
now.
and you've just met. Yeah, I stalk you online.
Is that your weapon you've got wrapped up? I'll need to hold on to that for the time being.
Oh, right. It mentioned something about that in the guidebook.
I'd like to hold on to my weapon.
I'm gonna use that line next time that I have to bring a knife or something to a concert. Oh, I remember reading about that in the guidebook.
Yeah, your establishment has really weird rules.
Thanks.
No weapons? That's strange. How am I supposed to defend myself?
We should be able to return it to you before long. You'll hardly even miss it.
In these uncertain times, like every commercial that's ever come on since 2020.
The entrance ceremony is going to be held in the auditorium. Just head straight back. You can't miss it.
I wonder how many more
Anyway,
times we're going
I
to
hope
hear
you
about
enjoy
this
your first
entrance
day at
ceremony.
Thor's.
Sorry, I kicked the mic stand.
We're glad to have you. I hope these next 2 years will be a fruitful time for you.
Wait, what are you trying to say?
Well, I'm enrolled for 2 years, or Reen is.
He's over there
I
talking
guess
about
those two
fruitful
must be second
times.
years? That girl definitely looked younger than me, though. What was that about me being the last? I'm not seriously the very last student to check in, am I?
I mean, considering another student just walked
Sounds
up
like
to
it's
them
about
as
time
well,
for the
that would
ceremony
make
to
sense.
start, though.
Time to go get my entrance on.
Well, here's to the start of a great 2 years.
Which usually means it won't be great.
Now, if I may, I'd like to say
Oh,
a
no.
few words in closing about this Academy's illustrious history.
We're about to learn about the history of Thor's Military Academy. Are you ready?
Can I get the Thor's Light version? Anyway, I'll be right back. No.
Thor's military academy was founded almost 220 years ago.
Ah, this is what Dick Van Dyke's been doing all these years.
Its founder, as I'm sure you're all aware, was none other than the great Emperor Drykos.
You know, came up with the jingle, get your Drykos, get your Drykos.
The very same
Everybody's
emperor
gotta get your
who
Drykos.
ended the War of the Lions and returned prosperity to the Erebonian Empire. 30
very bona
years
fide
after
Erebonian
becoming
Empire.
emperor, in the later years of his life, he opened the doors of this institution.
Finally, someone figured out how to call a locksmith.
It was to be a place where young people like yourselves could learn the art of war.
So you can fucking kill each other for our enjoyment. It's such a great academy we've got here. Have you ever seen
But with the
Battle
mechanization
Royale?
of the
It's like
military,
Fortnite,
many
but
of our
really it's
graduates
Japanese
now
kids
pursue
just murdering
careers
each other. It's
outside the
great.
army.
We call it like a parody on Hunger Games, but anyway, I digress. Y'all are gonna have a lot of fun here.
Our mission, however, remains the same: to prepare our students to fulfill Emperor Drykos' famous mandate.
I feel like we're gonna hear the mandate, even though it's famous.
Arise, O youth, and become
Gross.
the foundation of the world.
Oh, no pressure.
Though much has happened these past 2¼ centuries, the world is still the domain of the young.
Was a quarter really important to say there?
Yet
These
still
last
the
2
question
centuries would have been enough.
remains, what qualities must one possess to become a part of its foundation? I hope
Yeah, we
this
grind your
credo
bones up
will
and mix it
serve
with a
as a
paste.
guide and an inspiration to you during your 2 years at this academy. Go forth,
2 years.
my
You
students.
see how long it takes me to
The
graduate.
world awaits the great things you will one day accomplish.
The foundation of the world, huh?
No pressure, right?
Yeah, no kidding. Though this is Drykos the Lionheart we're talking about. He didn't earn his
Drykos,
nickname by taking the easy route.
get your Drykos. Sorry, it just sounds like the name of some weird old product. You rub it on your Drykos.
Guess we've got more to worry about than just passing exams, huh?
We've got to
I
worry
guess we
about
do.
Drykos cream. Don't want to get the Drykos. You know, when your clothes get wet, you hang them out to Drykel. I'm just saying.
Elliot Craig, nice to meet you.
Reen Schwarzer. Hey, looks like we're sporting the same school fashion.
Yeah.
You know, I would
no
think
idea
the
what
school would
red
have like an
uniform is supposed to
auditorium.
mean, though.
Not just a room with chairs sitting close to the stage.
This, sir, is actually the auditorium.
That's kind of sad. I mean, it's such a prestigious academy, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would expect, like...
It's got stairs.
It feels like they're in the cafeteria and they've cleared all the tables and chairs and just put a few... See, look, there's even tables against the wall back there. Like this is... Yeah, no,
Most
this
of the other
is the
students are
cafeteria.
wearing green. Well, except for the ones in the white uniforms. Those must be the nobles.
Looks that way.
Yeah, we've got a real sense of classist tribalism going on here. This is going to be real interesting to see how we treat each other.
Though,
Something wrong?
nah, just thinking to myself.
And that brings us to the close
I do that a
of
lot.
Thor's
You may see thought
215th
bubbles pop up.
entrance ceremony. Next, please proceed to the class designated in your guidebook.
Well, you can tell this guy loves his job.
There, you will go over the school rules as well as your class's curriculum. That is all. Dismissed!
The class
The
designated
fuck
in our
outta here.
guidebook. I don't
All
remember
right,
seeing anything
dude,
like
calm
that.
down. If you don't want to be here, find another job, all right?
There wasn't any information on that in mine either. I just assumed they'd tell us where to go after the ceremony.
So do they always face the same direction when they're having a conversation? Even if it's away from the camera?
Please? By now, you're probably all confused. Where's my class assignment, you're probably thinking?
Nope, we're all wondering why you're wearing a blue trench coat.
That's perfectly understandable. Your situation is a little more complicated than the other students. But before I explain, I'd like all of you to join me for a special orienteering exercise.
She wants to... What? Okay, but where are the orienteers at? Are there multiple tiers of orienteering? What? Can I be a level 5 orienteerer?
Did you mean an orientation exercise?
Orientator exercise. We're making mashed potatoes.
Worry not. Everything will be made clear soon enough. Now, right this way.
As soon as I explain it in long length when you're done inquiring as to what I'm about to start talking about.
Looks like
and
we're gonna have to follow
goes.
her if we want any answers.
That's how I usually get my answers from women. I just follow them around.
I have no idea, but we're not going to accomplish anything just standing around here. We should go with her.
It is a little strange. She's like, it'll all become clear, and then she walks the fuck out. Then where did these guys in white freaking uniforms come from? You'd think with all the rhetoric about uniforms, they would have noticed. They'd be like, oh, we've got a white uniform now.
Oh, they already brought that up. They're the Royals.
Oh, they did? Okay, okay, I missed that. I must have been talking.
That might have been it.
Why is there a building this dilapidated on campus? It looks like it should have been torn down ages ago.
She just stands at the door and sings. No.
What does she even want us to do here?
Biometric scanners on doors back then were a little weird. You had to hum the tone just right to get it to open.
Is she ever gonna tell us what's going on?
I suppose we'll just have to go inside and see for ourselves what awaits us.
This place looks like some old haunted mansion or something.
Yep, something.
Now that
you
mention it does.
Nope. Gonna stand outside talking for 10 minutes.
This is everyone I've seen with a red uniform so far.
And that's the first thing
now
that
look
comes
at
to
him
his
and
mind.
tell him. Yeah, now look at him and go, sorry, I was standing here thinking on my own again. That's gonna happen a lot.
I'm still on these damn uniforms.
Do you happen to have any internal dialogue? I've got a lot of it.
I guess we really are part of the same class then.
Side note, in the Vita version, they cut out most of his voice when he's thinking to himself.
Oh, so it's just, you have to read it?
Yeah.
It's almost like it's not actually that important?
Mm-hmm.
What's sad is you're on turbo mode, and this is already excruciatingly slow.
So, these are our new underclassmen, huh?
Yep. They've got a different
But,
set of
you know.
hoops to jump through than we did, though.
Is that what we're calling them now? Hoops?
I'm just happy all our work's paying off. I'd hate to have put in a year's worth of effort for nothing.
Ain't that the truth? Wait, when did you do any work? You were just slacking off the whole time.
Says the master slacker.
No, come on,
Still,
you guys. Cut each
looks
other
like
some
Elisa's
slack.
got some stiff competition. Quite a bevy
There
of
we go
beauties
again.
they've got there.
Beauties? Oh, a bevy of beauties. I thought she was saying beauties as bevy as beauties.
And I'm looking forward to getting intimately acquainted with each and every
Whoa,
one.
wait a minute. Okay. Now hold on.
Yep.
So I thought I was jumping to conclusions here and being a little funny, but she's being very direct.
Very direct.
All we're missing are a few tentacles from this scene, and things are going in the direction I should have known they were going to go to begin with.
Oh, you know one of them?
I mean, they're literally calling her leather-clad girl. Why not call her purple-haired girl like
Stop
everybody
flirting
else?
with every damn girl you lay eyes on.
They're intentionally drawing attention to the fact that she's leather-clad instead of purple-haired like everyone else.
Do you have any idea how many guys at this school have gotten their hearts broken because of your libido?
Whoa. Basically, he's telling her to stop
did you
fucking
just
everybody
sneer
at the
at me?
school.
Oh, you did, didn't you?
Just the women.
That's
Come on
it.
now,
You stared
no
at
fighting,
me.
you
I'm gonna
two.
fuck you.
Nah, she's not into guys.
Well, look who finally made it.
Oh,
Nice work.
really?
Yeah.
Well, that's enlightening too.
You got our little chickadees all sorted out, I take it?
Yep, they're all bright-eyed and ready to go.
Yeah.
They love being degraded with rhetoric like that. Chickadees. I'm gonna have to tell them.
Now, just think of the lead up for a second here. This teacher says, "We don't really have anything on your class. Follow me to this old building." So you can start to discuss about people just observing you from afar. Yeah. Nothing suspicious
And there's a lot
about
of
this
this
at all.
observing from afar stuff going
so from
on
here on
here.
out, we're gonna have to give it all we've got to support this fledgling class.
But their intentions are pure, I assure you.
Doubt.
Now you sound the part of the student council president.
See, she's a student council president, and she's concerned.
Well, she's at least playing the part of one.
Guess she's going all in.
Yeah.
Wonder what happened to the real student council president.
Well, they'd be in for a pretty rough time if we didn't help out a little. At least to start with, anyway. Everything's ready over there, right?
You betcha. Just like the instructor asked. Can't help but feel a little sorry for them, though.
Same here. They've got no idea what they're being tossed into. The class
Well,
they've been
that's
picked
it.
for
Another
didn't even
student
exist before
salad
this year.
being tossed.
Guess all we can do is watch and see what they're made of, right?
I mean, from the sounds of it, you're gonna find out exactly what they're made of, like muscle and soft tissue and bone. All right, guys, on your first day, you're all gonna fight me.
The name's Sarah Valestine. I'm the instructor in charge of Class 7, which means you get the pleasure of seeing me all year. Glad to finally meet you.
Wait,
Us?
I'm not sure I understand. I wasn't told anything about this at enrollment.
Excuse me, Instructor Sarah? I was under the impression that there were only 5 classes at this academy. And that students
You're
were split
wrong.
among them based on their social class and home region.
Right you are, Miss Top Scorer
Yeah,
on the
we're a
Thor's
very
entrance
oppressive
exam.
academy.
Students in each year are divided into 5 classes, 2 for the nobility and 3 for commoners. And it's been that way for ages, right up through last year. But this year, we decided to shake things up a little.
What do you...
They followed that formula for nearly 200 years. Keep that in mind.
Yep, and now we're like, yeah, and we just decided we're gonna add 2 more classes on.
We now have a 6th class, fittingly titled Class 7. And in Class 7,
What
we
the
recognize no distinction between nobles and commoners.
Wait, you just jumped straight from 5 to 7?
You're really putting nobles and commoners in the same class?
See? There was a purpose.
this must be some kind of joke.
But they
And
still
why
haven't
is this the
explained why
first
they're going
I've heard
from
of it?
5 to 7.
Because they're mixing up groups, so...
So technically it's 2 groups that they're combining into 1. So really class 5 or class 6 is like either the noble or the commoner class, and class 7 is either the noble or the commoner class, but they're combining them together into 1 class 7.
Yes. So 5 plus 2 is 7.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Well, who are you again?
Good, I'm glad we're all confused.
Machia Seregnitz. And with all due
Everybody
respect,
yell your
Instructor,
name
it's
with
ludicrous
extreme
to intermix
passion.
nobles and
This is a
commoners
roll
like
call. I
this.
expect to be done this every day.
His daddy is important.
Aren't all our
I'd be forced to
daddies?
spend my next 2 years shoulder to shoulder with those arrogant, stuck-up hedonists?
You do know I'm not the one who made the decision, right?
Make sure to say a whole bunch of things you're going to regret later.
Besides,
we need
what's
to get
the
it
big
all
deal
out in the
anyway? You're all
open.
kids. Can't you all just get along or something?
Is it just get along?
Or something.
And how would you propose we do that?
Well, here's free condoms.
Oh, Lord.
Get creative.
And what's your problem?
Oh, nothing much.
Nothing impresses me.
I just find the irony of your behavior rather humorous.
And
Is
no one's
that
allowed to touch
so?
my luggage.
It seems the scion of some noble house has left the comfort of his mansion to grace the unwashed masses with his wisdom. Please, my lord, do share your esteemed name with us so I can give you all the respect you deserve.
Eustace Alberea. Not that I'd expect the name of an arrogant, stuck-up hedonist to lodge itself in that hard head of yours.
Eustace. What a Eustace name.
He's from one of the 4 great houses.
The son of Duke Alberea, lord of the Kreutzen province in the southeast.
Well, you don't get much more noble than that.
Interesting. I'd heard the rumors.
Seems like that's like her role. Interesting. The guidebook says.
Do you expect me to
Interesting.
be impressed?
She's very interested in a lot of things when it comes to knowledge.
This is all very interesting.
She's intrigued
This
with her
floor.
politics.
Your
It's made of
family
tiled
lineage means
brick.
nothing to
How
me.
interesting.
I'll never bend my knee to the likes of...
Okay, that's enough. I'm sure a couple of you
I
have a
mean-
few grievances, but now's not the time. I'll hear your complaints later. Right now, you've got your orienteering exercise, and far be it from me to keep you from our fun little icebreaker.
You mentioned this orienteering exercise earlier. What exactly does
Yes,
that
so we
involve?
gathered a group of children that all have different hair colors for this specific exercise.
It's a form of outdoor competition, isn't it? Something like a cross between a map reading exercise and a scavenger hunt?
But isn't a scavenger hunt like a map reading exercise? Oh, who am I? Semantics.
Is that why they asked us to hand over our weapons at the gate?
So we can't stab
Nothing
the
gets
map
by you,
instead of
does
reading
it?
it?
But I don't want to spoil the fun, so let's get started, shall we?
What?
Oh, crap. What?
This is safe. OSHA approved this.
Not a liability at all.
Come on, Fee. No cheating. You're going with them, and that's that. What's the point in having an icebreaker if you don't make a couple of new friends?
Lame.
That'd be me. The introvert with the grappling hook. Never leave home without my grappling hook. All right, now that we've all fallen and somehow not died but unconscious,
The floor
you know,
gave
our
out from
instructors
under
did
us.
this to us.
I can't believe I fell for such an obvious trap.
Interesting.
I don't think it was that obvious. I mean, nobody
No,
goes
it was
to
the entire floor.
nobody goes to school and he's like, "Oh, I wonder if I'm going to fall in a trap door today."
Yeah, I don't walk into rooms
Does
going,
this mean
huh,
there's a
yeah,
series of
no, all of the
catacombs beneath the
seams
school
line up
grounds
with
then?
the walls perfectly. This floor won't drop out.
What does that woman think she's playing at?
I don't think she's playing.
I thought my heart was going to jump out of my chest. Hey, Reen, are you
Then I hit the floor and passed out, so everything's all right.
okay?
Uh-oh, we experiencing
Easy
renal
now.
functions?
Hands where she
Failure?
can see them.
Oh, what?
Just use your pelvic to kind of buck her off.
Well,
Do a barrel roll.
a bit awkward.
Assert dominance.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. Still, I'm just glad you're okay. That's what's really important here, right?
Show her that you understand how she feels. Take a beret out of her hair and put it into yours.
Yeah.
Wow, it's just not your day, is it?
Jeez, man. First day and you're already getting assaulted. War Academy, am I right?
Well, now that I've hit the bottom, things can only improve. I hope.
All right, guys, be careful. This could be another floor trap.
What is this place anyway?
I was wondering the same thing. We should check out those tables. Huh?
Is
What is that? I thought cell phones weren't allowed.
Coming from the devices we received with the Academy guidebook.
Seems to be some sort of portable orbment.
Or CD player.
Right you are. These handy little devices are a special kind of battle orbment.
Is that Miss Valestine?
So these devices have built-in communications functionality then?
Wait, don't tell me these things are...
New model
Cellular
battle orbits made through
devices?
a partnership between the Epstein Foundation and Reinford Company.
Is orbment a real word? I've
Newly
never
made
heard that word
fifth-generation
before.
battle orbments, in fact. They're called Arcus units.
Arcus.
So these are battle orbments.
See? So you got the
gotta
gist of
go
what
look it
was
up
going
now.
on there, right? You got the gist of what was going on there, right? Yeah?
Yeah, they discovered that their teachers talking to them through their weird CD players that they received. But
That
the
means they'll
device
allow
was
us to
developed
use
by a
ours,
corporation and a government military service, military branch.
Yes.
Sure will.
Basically, it's
Just
like
set a course into one of its
Raytheon
slots and you
selling
can use arts all the
walkie-talkies
livelong
to
day.
the U.S. military. I got it.
Which is why I've prepared enough quartz for each and every one of you.
Erebonian military.
Yep. Bona fide military. Gotcha.
The weapons you brought are all here too, each packaged neatly along a little box containing a quartz. Find yours and try setting the quartz into your Arcus.
Nope. It looks like orbment
Suppose
is
it hurt to try.
a term specific to trails. Not a real word. I mean, it's a real word now that they've made it up.
Woman
But
thinking?
I like how
Let's
firmly
see.
he pointed out her
Mine
gender.
is
It's very assertive.
That one.
Oh, I see mine over there. Let me just go grab it, okay?
See, that's what everybody's doing. You don't need my permission. Wonder which one's mine.
I mean, do you have choices? Just to go shove one of them out of the way and claim that that one's yours.
All right, we'll start with her.
Oh, she wants to humph.
What's this?
You obtained force. Could have used that earlier.
That's called a master quartz. If you set that into the large slot in the center of your Arcus, you'll be able to use arts. Go on, give it a try.
This is dangerous military equipment. It's gonna be fine.
This is what they signed up for.
I like how she's nowhere to be found, and they're in this sealed, underground, stone-walled room. Like, by the way, kids, I'm not going down there with you, but here's some dangerous weapons for you to play with while you're down there. Like a reverse bomb shelter.
What in the world?
That light means that you've successfully synchronized with your Arcus. Congratulations! Now you can use arts as much as you want. These Arcus units have plenty more nifty features. But I wouldn't want to bombard you with too much info all at once, so we'll cover those another time. Anyway, since
We even
you've
have a
got your
mirror built into the
Arcus all
lid so you can
set
fix
up
your
and
hair.
Ready to go, here's what I want you to do. When you step through that door, you'll be in an underground testing area. Basically, it's a dungeon.
I wouldn't
Not
have
a
called
sex
that.
dungeon. We'll get there.
It's pretty large and full of twists and turns. I'd almost guarantee you'll get lost at least once.
Yeah, we always lose a few
But
kids
when
each
you
year.
find
It's
the exit,
fine.
You'll be
If you
able
do
to
find some
return
of
to
them,
the
be
first
sure to
floor of
return
this
the
old
remains.
schoolhouse.
Their parents are worried.
Now, this is kind of a new program that they just developed, so nobody's done this before.
There are
Oh,
monsters
so a few kids
wandering
might just
around,
get crushed
though,
by the
so
door
don't
itself.
Let your guard
Okay.
down,
Yeah,
even
it sucks
for
to
a
be them.
moment.
Does.
With all that said, let's commence
The other
our
parents didn't care
special
about him more.
orienteering exercise. Your objective is to make your way through this area and back to the surface.
Alive.
Make it back in one piece, and I'll be happy to field any complaints you might have.
And if you need to go to the restroom, there's a port directly on your orifice that you could pee into.
If you make it back safely, I might even give you a kiss. Free of charge. On the cheek, of
free
course.
sexual assault. I love it.
Yeah, she said on the cheek.
Great.
I
Okay,
don't think
go
she's
kiss somebody on the
joking.
cheek that doesn't want it and see what happens.
And just where do you think? Were you planning to wander off on your own, saying anything?
I have no interest in becoming friends with anyone here, and I'm surprised that you, of all people, give a damn what I do. Unless you've suddenly decided you do want to keep company with one of those stuck-up hedonists after all.
Typical teenager.
Still,
I don't
if you're
need
afraid of
any
the
friends,
monsters,
but
I
a
suppose
support
I could
network
accompany you.
would be nice.
After all, what kind of Erebonian noble would I be if I didn't have at least some degree of prowess with a sword? And noblesse oblige dictates that it's my sacred duty to protect powerless commoners such as yourself.
What the hell? Nobody's asking your high excellency to deign to help us.
I don't want your
That's
help,
how
but I'm
you're
going to
gonna be.
use
I'll
reverse
just
psychology to
find
make
my
you
way
come
out of here
along with
before
me.
you. I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself without some relic of an outdated class system dragging me down.
Congratulations, you just got manipulated into going first into a trap-ridden dungeon. Everyone else is like fucking morons.
See how he was walking when he was. It was a pouty walk.
Stumpy. Yeah, we're just gonna wait here and listen for some
What
screams.
should we do?
The only thing we can
Guys,
do.
call us on our
we
weird
should
cell
begin
phones if
exploring
you,
these ruins ourselves. I
make
believe
it-
it would be prudent to remain in small groups, however. Would the two of you have any objections to accompanying me?
Oh, no, that's fine.
It would be a huge help, actually.
And you're welcome to join us as. Well, I suppose that's a no. Perhaps we'll run into her along the way and she can join us then. So, shall we be off? I'm certain you gentlemen will
let's
be
get off.
fine, but do take care.
Okay.
If you'll excuse us,
All right,
please.
council meeting adjourned.
Not such a hot first impression there, huh?
You can say that again. I'll have to clear things up with her later. Anyway, how do you guys want to do this? Should the three of us stick together too?
Sounds good to me. I'd get pretty anxious wandering around a place like this alone.
No objections here. I'd be happy to accompany you. I don't believe I've introduced myself yet. My name is Gaius Warzel. I just arrived in the Empire, so any help you can offer would be much appreciated.
Oh, so you're from abroad. I'd been wondering.
I
My
mean,
name's
aren't we
Wayne
all from
Schwarzer.
abroad?
It's nice to meet you.
I'm Elliot Craig. So, you fight with that?
Of course. Why else would I be
Gee,
carrying
thanks.
it?
It's a spear, but it has that odd
No,
cross-shaped tip.
this is my fancy back scratcher.
It looks kind of awesome.
Think of it as combining
That's pretty
the best
typical
parts
for
of
a boar
spear
spear.
and a poleaxe. I was pretty handy with it back home. But speaking of weapons, I have to say, yours looks pretty unique.
Oh, this thing.
Is it a staff? Wait, no. It's an ornament, isn't it?
Both, actually. It's an orbital staff. The tech is pretty recent. This one's still a
I
prototype.
put
more
an
or less.
orb on my staff.
Back during enrollment, they told me I had some aptitude for it, so when it came time to choose, I just sort of ran with it.
Yeah, they still want it
Interesting.
back, but I'm still
I've never
running.
seen anything like it before.
Can't say I have either.
They're still in development, apparently, so there aren't too many around just yet.
They just pushing off on this kid. They're like, you have the aptitude for it.
Yeah, here, go fucking test this out. We're thinking about selling it,
But that
wide
said,
scale,
I'm
but
curious about what you've got there, Reen.
Oh, my sword?
so it's a stick
Yeah, but
that's made of
what kind of
metal,
sword
and
is
one
it?
edge of it is sharpened. We call it a sword where I'm from.
It's different from the kinds of swords I thought the people in the Empire used, though.
It's an Eastern style of saber called a tachi. Any way you slice it, though, it's basically a longsword.
Yeah, be careful with it. It's very
Wow,
touchy.
That's one beautiful blade.
The craftsmanship
Thanks.
looks exceptional.
I really like to hold it out like this and show it off.
I know, right? Yeah, fancy my stick. It's all shiny and sharp.
They're renowned for the layering of their steel and the sharpness of their edge.
Like swords.
Truth be told, though, I'm still a little hesitant to be swinging around something this dangerous.
Like a sword.
Seriously? If that's what hesitant looks like, I'll bet confidence will make you unstoppable.
Well, you sound like a good guy to have around when the going gets tough.
Because you have a sword. And Elliot's
we have
got the
a-
orbital pole.
Yeah, I could cast magic from this, and that guy can throw his, like a spear. But no, your stick that's sharp is gonna do just fine.
We're making you the leader.
Speaking of which, I think we've been standing around long enough.
Yeah, you
We
better
should
go
really be
first,
getting ourselves
'cause
into trouble.
you don't have as much range. So
I
why
think
don't
I can
you
manage that.
take the lead?
You saw it yourselves. Trouble has a way of dropping in on me. Let's take it slow and steady, though. We need to adapt to each other's fighting styles to really gel as a team.
Got it.
Team gel.
Provided by Thor's Military Academy. Out of Team Gel, join
Nice,
Thor's
monster.
Military Academy.
We'll get you a new tube anytime.
My turn.
Much stuff to read. I'm
Leave
just
it to
going to
me.
hit the button.
You're mine!
My turn.
Leave it to me. There. I go where the wind takes me.
I go where the wind takes
Please
me.
tell me there are more of those
But
things
you're in a
lurking around
dungeon. There
here.
is zero wind here.
I hate to tell you, but I can
No, they
sense
have
more
oscillating
further
fans.
in.
Where?
Anyway, let's just stay alert.
There's been no mention. I heard the word dungeon, and that was about it. Heard nothing about ventilation or any kind of an HVAC system.
I'll find one.
Okay. New mission. Find the fan. Prove ventilation in this fantasy game. It wasn't underneath those pots. Hey guys, if we destroy these relics,
There seems to be a
these
treasure
artifacts
chest
in
here.
this dungeon, we can steal shit from it. Wait, isn't this the plot of Tomb Raider?
Wrong button. I'll give him the needle shoot. No, I'm going to give it to the kid. He's only got a stick.
That's like my one move in the bedroom is needle shoot. You ready for my needle shoot? Here it comes.
Orbit charging stations. Orbit charging stations.
I believed in you. I knew you could do it.
It just takes a little bit of effort.
It's not like orbment's a real word. I mean,
It's only my third playthrough.
now charging station. That one, those two are all on you, man. I don't know what happened there.
See? Oscillating fan.
Did they all like get inside of it? That's not a fan. That's a turning pedestal.
It generates air when it spins, see?
I don't see any air getting generated. I see it emitting light.
Well, if you put your hand over it, the air would be there.
I haven't seen them mention that at all. I think you're just trying to make conclusions to assert your point. how can you assess that? By the way, has anyone tried talking to this creature? Could be sentient.
Let's have a conversation, shall we?
Bring it on!
Oh, not interested.
Oh, split up into 3.
Go!
It doesn't look like physical attacks are effective.
My turn!
Oh, we did it! I'm starting to lose my sense of direction down here.
Yeah, gotta make sure we're not going in circles.
Literally haven't had enough turn going in a circle yet. It's been a zigzag. This is what the roaches look like in my house.
You're mine!
My turn!
All right, there.
I take it you're playing this on the hardest difficulty?
No, this is on easy.
You're mine!
So that, I figure that's why you weren't paying attention to like what you're selecting or anything. It doesn't really matter.
That's part of the reason why I started playing this.
There!
Leave it to me.
I can mindlessly go through this game and just beat it.
Leave it to me. There.
Here we go!
My turn.
Why did they
We did it!
break up into confetti when you kill them? Oh, they're these gems. The Seepeth. Okay.
Yeah.
Elliot, are you okay?
I don't see any obvious injuries.
I'm okay. I was just so relieved the fight was over. The strength kind of just left my legs. I'm amazed how calm
that's
you
what happens
are.
to me when
You
I'm
don't seem
relieved.
tired or worried
I
or
faint.
anything.
I guess I'm just used to fighting monsters like these.
You need a hand?
No, I'll be fine. It was just a momentary lapse on my part. I can get up. And there we go.
Look out!
Elliot!
What?
We fought like 8 of them and now they're freaking out over one.
Yep.
No!
What?
It didn't
Looks like I
even
made it just in
like,
time.
land in a
Like 80 years
concerning
flat.
way.
We give this kid the shotgun.
Oh, it's you!
Yeah, that's the kid I'd want to have a gun. The one that
You
just
said your
flies
name
off
was
the handle any moment.
Machias, right?
That's right.
Machias
Came
Maximus.
to realize that I shouldn't have just stormed off like I did. I let that arrogant noble goad me into losing my composure, acting on impulse.
That's great. Can you put the gun down, please?
Yeah. Speaking of,
Just wanted to
if you're
say,
that gullible, like
acted foolishly
maybe a
and I hope
lower
you can
gauge
forgive me
weapon.
for it.
At least he's not pointing it at anybody.
No sweat. Water
Not
under
yet.
the bridge.
But don't talk about nobility or he'll lose it all over you.
Yeah. You can see Reens trying to defuse the situation. No sweat. Just water under the bridge, bro.
Yeah, we all have moments when we say or do things we regret. That's human
I get the
nature for
vibe
you.
of everybody just tell him what he needs to hear. Let's just smooth it over, and then we're gonna just
and
walk behind him.
thanks for
Tell him he's the
saving me,
leader.
By the way.
I'm just glad I happened to be passing by. After I'd cooled my head, I decided to retrace my steps, and there you were.
And there was a cockroach.
Is
What
it
if he was
just
actually
actually
the
here?
shotgun.
Wait a minute. What if he was actually aiming for them and accidentally hit the cockroach?
It's a good thing. What's his face
we
is
stood
already
around
like
talking
down
for
low
a
to the
while,
ground.
so
huh?
the others are probably ahead of us at this point.
I don't think there's any reason to go back any farther. I can't imagine you'll find anyone there.
I see.
You know, not the other kid that we said that they didn't care. The noble one just ran off, was behind him. But you know what? We don't need to ask what happened to him. He's fine, probably. You know, just this kid showing up with a loaded shotgun.
I don't suppose you'd
and no
mind if I
noble
came
kid.
with,
It's
would you?
fine. We don't need to read too much into this.
I'm reasonably skilled with a gun, so you might find it useful having me along.
Sure thing. Welcome aboard.
I use all kinds of guns. We practice on animals back home.
I'm Elliot Craig. It's nice to meet you.
My name is Gaius Warzel. It's a pleasure.
The pleasure's mine, I assure you.
There's a lot of introduction in this game.
Regnitz.
You need to know who they are.
But didn't we already introduce him? Like, we already know this is Machias Regnitz, and the other guys already introduced themselves to us in a conversation.
As I said, 6 months from now, you'll be able to remember their names.
Okay.
Could I ask you what social class you each belong to?
Hey, that's your problem. You keep starting there, buddy.
Considering my
None of
recent
us are
outburst.
fucking noble. No, shut the fuck up. None of us are noble.
But please, don't take it personally. I'm simply curious to know who I'm associating with.
No, you're not. You're a fucking psychopath.
Who's gonna tell him?
Both my parents are commoners.
We're all commoners, man.
Likewise. Though my
You're the
homeland has no
master.
class system to begin with.
So you're from
Blaming the
abroad,
old
then?
classless, huh? Aren't we all from abroad?
What about you, Reem?
Well,
Fuck. Should I
let's
lie?
just say I haven't got a drop of noble blood in my veins.
That's not the same thing as not being noble. So let me
I
guess.
guess we're all in
He
equal
was
standing
adopted
here.
by a noble family.
All right, you got it. You fill in the blanks pretty quickly on this, man.
Well, now
This is
that's
so
a relief.
ridiculous.
We should probably get moving then. Somewhat concerned
I thought
about
I was gonna
pearls,
have
as
to
you might
fucking
imagine.
shoot one of you.
I'd feel much better if we were around to help if they wound up in danger.
That's
Yeah,
a relief.
I suppose there's strength in numbers.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, everybody knows what Machias does to blow off steam.
He's like Steve Buscemi and Billy Madison.
Yeah.
What's a place like this even doing on the school
Boy,
grounds?
I'm glad I called that guy.
Yeah, what's a giant trapdoor?
Now, my turn.
Yeah.
There.
It's my turn.
It's a good thing they're telling you whose turn it is, because the arrow above their head wouldn't be that clear. This guy's not gonna say. He's just gonna.
Right.
Here we go.
Right! There's no time to waste.
Right.
All right!
Nice.
And you get a level, and you get a level.
You all get levels.
Oh, one of the weird.
Stay on guard and don't get caught.
That wins.
All right, there.
My turn.
Right!
My turn! Oh, we did it!
Oh, we did it! Oh, I was. Oh my goodness! No G-Milkers!
Stay on guard and don't
Here we
get
go.
cocky. It's my turn.
All right, I heard get your dirty
we
cocky.
Did it.
Said don't get cocky, but yeah, I kind of heard that too.
You know what I'm not seeing here?
Wow.
Bring it on. Here we
Glaringly
go.
obvious what I don't see.
What?
I don't see any fans.
There.
It's my turn.
Nope, not there. I don't see any. I don't know what you're pointing at.
We'll find a fan.
All right, I'm staying tuned.
Besides, we probably wouldn't need a fan. We've got Gaius over there.
Oh no, don't use that ability.
He's
I like
one
this
with
song.
the wind.
I don't need to know what this kid's resonating beat is. I'm good with the music that's currently playing.
Give it up, everyone!
Right!
It's a good thing we brought a DJ along.
Keep that!
Useful in dungeon settings.
Here we go.
Not sure why. We've all got CD players.
All right, let's keep moving.
It's like a fucking psychopath.
Let's keep moving. And he's just sitting there dancing. It's twerking his leg. Move.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That resonating beat's really resonating.
Doing the full camera pan.
That's right.
Ooh.
That's part of his battle training. Gotta stay in beat.
Sorry.
Wait, does he have a belt buckle on his back?
Probably.
Oh, he does.
We meet again?
That's practical.
That's, yeah, because he's fancy pants.
But, like, if you thought about what it'd be like to try and put a belt on with the buckle behind you.
I love
You know what? Yeah, I don't think you understand. Go ahead and show us how you would do it.
What I would do it.
How you would put on a belt with the buckle facing the wrong way. With the buckle behind you.
Oh, I've done it several times.
All right, let's go for it. I'm sure you've got a belt around there somewhere.
I don't think
Take the one you've got hanging from the ceiling fan and just...
Not there. No fans present.
No. See? You don't even have a fan in your room. I took a long way to get there, but I got there.
To see you guys are hanging in there.
I'm glad the four of you are unharmed as well.
Now die.
Well, it seems you've cooled your head a bit at least.
Is that a bow?
Yes, I've calmed down now.
Or a sword or both?
It's a bow. She's
A
an
bladed bow.
At any rate, I don't believe I've introduced myself yet, have I?
Oh, no, you have not.
Please, why don't we introduce everybody? Everybody go around, circle, say your names again.
I'm Laura S. Arcade from the town of Legram. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Boom, he shoots her.
Legram?
That's
Sorry,
down
it
on the
sounded like a noble
southeastern
name to me.
outskirts of the Empire, isn't it?
She is from a house of nobles.
Correct.
Yeah, she
It's
better
an
be
old
careful.
castle town on the shores of Lake Ebble. We're connected to the rest of the country by
Castle
train,
town.
but other than
So
that,
rich
it's a
people call
fairly
their
remote
homes.
region.
That name sounds so familiar. Wait, so your father would be...
Yes, my father is Viscount Arcade, Lord of Legram. Do you take issue with that?
Oh, you bet he does.
Damn nobles. Don't get him triggered
Starts
again.
Digging in his pocket to try and find another shell.
No, not at all.
Oh, he's cool with nobles or female, you know.
Machias, was it? I can only speak for myself, but I don't feel I've ever done anything to bring shame upon myself in Adios's eyes. And I fully believe the same to be true of my father.
Please, I meant no offense. I'm sorry if I, Say, I don't believe we've been introduced.
I'm Emma Milstein. Like Laura, I come from a distant region of the Empire. I was only able to attend Thor's thanks to a scholarship, in fact. It's very
My
nice
family's
to meet
poor.
A scholarship? Indeed. Now that you mention it, our instructor did say yours was the top score on the entrance exam. Do you think I was outdone? By a girl, no less.
Sexism.
You must be quite the prodigy.
you. Maybe it seems like it now, but really, I'm not. I don't have any training in the martial arts either, so this is the weapon they recommended for me.
Your glasses?
Oh, cool.
Oh, shit.
You got a marble staff too.
Just pull that out of her ass.
Yours looks different from mine, though.
Huh, so it does.
Yeah, mine's made
I
for
wonder
a
if
girl.
it's just cosmetic.
It's the Lisa Frank edition.
It's all that they would let her have.
I love that look of how dare we be in the same dungeon together.
How dare you? I could be in
something the
pain
matter?
right now, but you broke my fall, but I'm sexually offended by how we unconsciously woke up.
Like that wasn't intentional.
Mm-hmm.
We're all acquainted now. It's
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm Lisa R. from Ruhr.
R for Ruhr, or does R stand for something else?
Something else.
It's a pleasure to meet almost all of you.
I like how she acts like that whole situation was his fault.
Mm-hmm.
Elisa.
Ruhr, huh? What's it like living there? There's probably a new technological breakthrough every week.
The Reinford Company's based in Ruhr, and they're the largest heavy industry corporation on the continent, aren't they?
I'll let you put together what the R stands for.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got it?
I mean, it's pretty clear. I mean, she's got a weapon made by the company, clearly, so it's gotta be Reinford. I mean...
Yeah, but we're not supposed to know that for another 50 hours.
No,
I suppose
really?
they are.
So, hey. I guess that bow must have been in that case you had with you when we first met, right? I've never seen
Yep,
one like it.
that's all my luggage.
Is there some kind of orbital mechanism built in?
There is, but I don't see how that's any of your business.
Ouch.
Yeah. Anyone got any ideas on what to do now? We've all run into each other wandering around.
Walk away.
How
That's
about we
all I
stick
can see to
together?
do.
Do what?
I said all I can see to do next is to call this chick a bitch and walk away.
Yeah.
I think that would be for the best. It's not safe for a group of girls to travel alone. You may require
Wow, more sexism.
You needn't to be concerned about that.
Oh,
I beg
shit!
your pardon?
Are these weapons getting longer and getting pulled out of weirder and weirder places?
He's like, I beg your pardon.
I don't mean to boast, but I'm confident my swordsmanship will be more than sufficient to protect us.
I'm pretty confident too, Laura. You made your point clearly.
For now, I think it's best to remain in separate groups. There are still 2 of us who remain unaccounted for.
Yeah, I didn't know they made fingernail
That's right.
files that big.
We still haven't run into that silver-haired girl.
In that case, 2 teams means double the chance to find them.
This guy's pretty smart.
Except so far there's only like one route that we've seen through this thing.
2 teams is double the coverage, and double the chance of crossing paths with our missing companions.
Double the coverage, double the fun.
Tricle cell phone service.
How's that sound?
We've got you covered.
I have no objections. So then, shall we be off?
All right.
Everybody put your
We'll see the 4 of you later then.
Like, no wonder they walk so uptight.
Yeah. I thought it was just turbo mode, but nope.
She really doesn't seem like she's gonna let that go, does she?
It was clearly an accident, everyone could see that. But I don't suppose it makes any difference to her. Still, is no one else worried about leaving a group of girls to fend for themselves in a place like this?
Eesh, dude.
There are 4 of us here. Perhaps one of us should go follow them.
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah, guy with
don't
the
think we have
shotgun,
anything to
that's a
worry about as long
womanizer.
as
Yeah,
Laura's
why don't
with
you go follow the group of women around? Be subtle.
She really wears her skill on her sleeve. I doubt she drags around a sword that big just for show.
It's her skill you're looking at.
It's certainly an enormous blade. I'd call it comically huge if it didn't look so dangerous.
There's a lot of responses to things that can easily be taken out of context here.
Oh, yeah. And that's not even her biggest sword.
But at the end of the day, a lady is a lady.
Huh. Or is she?
Penis or no penis, a lady is a lady.
She's taller and sturdier than I am, though I admit it's still hard to believe anyone could swing that beast of a sword.
Everyone's taller and sturdier than you are, buddy.
I'll bet she can whip it
But we don't
without breaking a
judge.
sweat.
But we're trying not to. I bet she could whip it around.
The Arside School of Swordsmanship serves as a general basis for the techniques used by knights throughout the Empire.
For
And her
fighting
father,
or
the Viscount,
what?
is arguably the strongest swordsman in the country. People
We're
call
not
him the
talking about
Radiant
fighting.
Blade Master.
Yeah, they're talking about fighting. Sword fighting in
No.
particular.
No.
Yeah.
They're
I
saying
doubt
the
any
word,
of the
but
other
that's not what
students
they're
here could even
implying.
stand their ground against her in combat, much less beat her.
Wow, interesting. I didn't know there were still roots of the old knightly styles alive in the Empire.
And from
You
a
sure know
girl,
a
no
lot about
less.
this stuff, Reen. A hobby of yours?
I'm a swordsman myself. I guess the lore sort of comes with the territory. At any rate, how about we pick up the search? I'm worried about that silver-haired girl, and we still need to track down Duke Albarea's son, too.
That's true.
If we don't
I
find
couldn't
him,
care
we're not
less
going to
what
be able to
happens
make
that
full
pompous
introductions to
ass.
each other.
He can rot down here.
Come on now, that's no way to treat someone you just met.
Looks like the path splits.
You
Which way
actually
do you
have
think
to
we
make a
should go?
choice.
I feel a little wind blowing from the east.
See?
I bet the exit's that way.
Told you there's a fan.
That guy just said he goes wherever the wind blows in a dungeon. There's no wind.
It's a fight they want.
My turn.
It's my turn.
You kept denying the fact that there was a fan.
Here we go.
We haven't seen one yet.
We
Home
did
dude's
it.
feeling it, and he speaks to the wind. So I don't know. I don't know what
That
more
home
proof you-
dude, I think, is more likely to be delusional than find a fan in the catacombs. I'm just saying.
A treasure chest.
I get it eventually. I knew I would.
I believed in you.
Hey, a tear.
Good. We're all ready to start crying.
You started that 5 minutes into the game.
It didn't take much. Don't go that way. That's back the way you came.
Oh, you're right. It's easy to get lost in this dungeon.
I
they
can
said.
see why you've been playing these games for years.
Bring it on!
My turn.
My turn! All right, there.
Leave it to me.
Right. Oh, we did it.
They even tell you to go right. Right.
What's wrong?
Accidentally came.
I want to see something here.
More monsters?
No, not
In my
monsters.
pants?
It's
You're
Girls.
pretty sharp.
oh,
It's the silver-haired girl.
I'm glad to see you're all right. Though it looked like there was nothing to worry about in the first place.
Nope. I'm small and quick. These things can't lay a finger on me. Oh yeah, Fee Clausel. That's my name. You're just over halfway through. Keep it up.
Wait, so we
Later.
have a Klaus and a Clausel.
hey, wait!
Which one was Klaus again?
I don't remember. Someone earlier
Are you
on.
sure you'll be okay on your own?
I'll be fine. I'm used to this. See you at the end.
When I first read her name, I thought it was Fee Casserole.
What just happened? Wow.
That makes a lot of sense.
She certainly wasn't fibbing about being quick on her feet. Guess we really don't need to worry about her.
Yeah, now I'm more convinced than ever that she knows exactly what she's doing. Just over halfway through? Has she already been to the exit and then come back?
Here we go. Okay, it's safe for now.
I did it!
He's really proud of himself.
Enemy sight!
Sword away goes into a fight.
Is everybody okay?
Do you get any kind of bonus for initiating a fight with a sword attack?
Do you hear that?
Yeah, you do.
Someone's fighting up ahead. Come
Like
on.
you can stun them for battle advantage.
Okay.
Rain!
Wait for me!
More renal failure.
Incredible.
It takes 4 of us to do that.
That was really something.
Judging by that display, I don't think he needs any help from us. I take it that's another school of Imperial swordsmanship?
Right. That's court fencing, an agile style favored by the nobility. And judging by his poise, he's no amateur.
Normal sword swing.
Did you need something?
Sorry, I was just admiring your swordsmanship. I'm Reen Schwarzer. I didn't get the chance to introduce myself earlier.
I'm Elliot Craig.
Guys Warzel, nice to meet you.
I believe I have already introduced myself, but once again, I'm Eustace Alberea. And I have to say, I didn't think you had it in you. I'm impressed.
Oh, Klaus was the old man. That's right.
No, okay.
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
What are you talking about?
After all that bluster about finding your way to the exit alone, I wasn't expecting you to actually rely on others for help. I assume you came to your senses shortly after you stormed off, and then wandered back to apologize like a good boy. Truly, the virtue of the common man. Why, a preening noble such as myself would be far too proud to do such a thing.
I think he wants him to shoot up the school.
I don't know. I'm just detecting a lot of sexual tension.
Could be that too.
What the hell is your problem? You nobles really are all the same. So full of yourselves, it's a wonder you don't pop.
Whoa.
You're not just a garden variety noble either. House Alberea is one of the highest ranking in the country. I'll bet you just love looking down on less fortunate souls, don't you?
You're one to talk. I don't need a lecture in rank from the son of the Imperial Governor.
Wait, what?
Oh, I thought the name Regnitz sounded familiar.
Karl Regnitz, the first commoner ever to hold the seat of Imperial Governor in Heimdall. The first to rule the capital. And this headstrong young lad just so happens to be a chip off that old block. Pretty rarefied air for a simple commoner, don't you think?
What does that have to do with anything? Yes, my father is the Imperial Governor, but he earned that position through years of hard, honest work. Don't you go lumping him in with you nepotists who get your titles handed to you just for being born.
Perish the thought. No, I mainly just regard your father as a reformist, and a close friend of the Chancellor at that. And as you're vividly aware, his faction is in conflict with the noble faction, led by none other than the 4 great houses. When you look at it that way, your vitriolic disdain for the nobility suddenly seems rather cheap, wouldn't you say?
I mean, not really. If he's in conflict with the nobles, it sounds like he moved into a position of power, and then he's opposing the nobles. So it actually makes more sense that his son is anti-noble, right?
Yeah. So what do you think I should do? Stop Machias or reprimand Eustace for being
Oh, you should let them fucking kill each other.
That's not gonna let me do that.
Oh, okay. Reprimand
Eustace.
Jesus, yeah.
I think you went a little too far, Eustace. Being at odds with Machias is one thing, but dragging his father into it is pretty low. You're better than that.
Reen.
No, he really isn't.
Perhaps I was a bit out of line. It may be for the best if I leave the four of you to find your way out of here together, while I make my way toward the exit alone.
I can see I've still got a lot to learn about the particulars of your social strata.
Yeah, I'm sad to say these kinds of disputes are pretty indicative of how the Empire is these days. How are you feeling, Machias? Have you calmed down now?
Yes, and I wanted to say I'm sorry for the way I acted. I shouldn't have gotten so riled up over such an obvious taunt.
Get the feeling you're gonna spend a lot of time
You kind of lose your
apologizing.
cool maybe a little too easily. But is it true what he said? Your dad is the Imperial Governor?
It's true. It's not that I was trying to hide it. I just don't like going around telling everyone. I don't like to brag. But just so we're clear, that doesn't change who I am. When you get right down to it, I'm a commoner, head to toe. My father's salary is nothing to boast about, and he doesn't have any of the perks nobles are born into.
I know. Don't worry. Governor Regnitz is pretty well known for being clean as a whistle.
Really? I've
Yeah.
heard the name, but I can't say I really know anything
We'll find
about
out later.
Well,
I get
that's
the
enough
feeling
about
we're
my
gonna
father
meet
for now.
all of these kids' parents along the way.
You are.
Ah,
We need to get moving. We've wasted far too
I mean,
much time
there's
here as it
only
is.
4 games.
only so much content to go around.
He's right. We should get a move on.
And so far, we've only played an hour and a half of this one.
Oh man. Almost through
Give
the
us
first
something.
dungeon. Well, halfway, I suppose.
There!
If what the silver-haired girl says is correct.
Leave it to me.
Use your Gale Stinger.
Right!
That takes care of them.
He's so imposing. I don't know how to break the ice.
But why can't you pick that up?
I wanted to go through their active voice talking first.
Oh, we won't let you pick stuff up while there's dialogue running?
Yeah.
They probably do that because there's items in the future where when you pick them up triggers dialogue.
Yeah, there is.
Stay on guard and don't get cocky.
It's my turn.
There! It's my turn.
Right.
Go! Leave it to me.
I go where the wind takes me.
I did it!
All right.
Nice.
Unless there's a break in the wind, and then I figure out who broke wind.
Wind's behind us.
Here we go!
Let's go!
The wind's...
We left it behind. We don't need the wind anymore. It's just us, free to roam, windless.
He just lets it rip. The wind is behind us.
What was that? Oh, that was the wind. You're sounding pretty winded there, buddy.
There!
All right. Together, we're unbeatable.
Where does one go? Consult the map. There's no map! How do I expect to ever get out of here alive? Do I go this way? Yeah, down seems appropriate.
Yeah, down to get out of the dungeon, yeah.
No.
Haven't we fought that bug? It looks familiar.
Yep, we went here.
That's right, guys. We went here. We need to turn. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I just realized the scheme here. See, watch. 2, 3.
Ooh, it's counting up.
Yeah.
Enemies ahead!
My turn!
I'm gonna follow the path of the higher number.
There!
All right. Together, we're unbeatable.
I can do this.
You want to go up the stairs behind you? Because if you go that way, it's a dead end.
Good thing you're around.
Watch out, guys!
My turn!
I would have been in here for another hour.
Just enjoying yourself.
There.
Like a little dungeon vacay.
My turn!
Like an Airbnb.
That one.
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me.
Eat that.
My turn!
Leave it to me.
It's my turn.
Right!
My turn! Okay, it's safe for now.
There we go.
Stop counting. I just want to get through this dungeon, and then we can wrap up.
Hey, are we...
Looks like we are. That definitely seems to be the exit.
I can see the sunlight streaming
Right
in,
on
so
cue.
I'm guessing we're finally clear.
They have the nerve to call this an orienteering exercise. I'm not certain what
Yeah,
I was
there wasn't
expecting
one
from the
single
Academy funded by
fan.
Emperor Drygles. I can tell you this wasn't it.
You can say that again. What was all that business about Class 7 anyway?
Good question.
I feel like that was kind of like explained.
We've got people here from different backgrounds, classes, even cultures. Is there some sort of secret agenda with this whole Class 7 thing that we just don't know yet? What was that?
There.
Sounds like a social experiment to me.
Mm-hmm. Always best to experiment on kids first.
Oh boy.
What the heck is that?
That's no ordinary statue.
The Beast of Living Stone?
I wonder if their parents had to sign NDAs before having to do all this.
Are
Yeah.
monsters like this common in the Empire?
Of course not.
I wonder if they had to
Cutting off
sign
our only route to the
DNRs too.
surface.
What's DNR?
Do not resuscitate.
No choice. We have to fight it.
Right. Damn. Dear, I thought the worst was over.
Hideos, help us. This looks tough. Careful!
It's one of those where you get it down most of the way, then the other characters start to show up.
There!
Leave it to me.
Oh good, you found the exit. Oh, and you managed to deal with one of those on your own. I'm impressed.
about this?
Give it up, everyone!
Here it's my turn. There! Right! Eat that!
My turn!
All right, let's do this! Leave it to me.
Right.
It's my turn! How about this? Go! There!
Right.
I definitely see why you like this. It's definitely reminiscent combat of the Final Fantasies of old.
Yep.
Menu style and everything.
Yeah, I don't really put much thought into it.
There! Right! How about this?
My turn.
All right. Go! There!
Right.
Why do I keep doing that?
It's my turn! How about this?
Right.
Here we go! It's my turn. There! Together, we're unbeatable.
Looks like he's about to break out into song.
He's gonna get the hand out.
Yeah. Do you feel the wind? I can feel the wind. Everybody feel the wind with me.
Right!
All right.
Nice.
Every battle's a rave party.
An A+
right.
outcome.
I didn't have to kill anybody.
Fucking nobles.
Is it dead?
Is it dead? What the fuck?
No, it's
I
down,
don't
but
know.
not out.
Poke it with your boomstick. I don't know.
Oh,
That's one hell of a second wind.
Oh my god.
That's the guy who knows the wind.
And I know wind.
But when it comes to the second one, man, that's always a surprise to me.
This
like this
must
thing
be a
has our number.
Windingo. Yeah, you know what I could go for after this? Wendy's.
This thing has our number. It's gonna give us a call on our Arcus orb.
It's no use. We're too. Guess I have no choice.
Stand
We're
back!
too spent. We've already blown our loads. What are we gonna do?
hey! You made it.
You've certainly got some good timing.
Seems like you're all okay at least.
I'm sorry we took so long.
You're here, and that's what counts.
So, a gargoyle, is it? I didn't expect to find the Dark Ages alive and well down here.
You know, under a military academy.
It doesn't seem like it'll go down easily.
And I know about going down easy.
We gave it everything we had, but as you can see, it's rallying at an alarming rate.
If you make one more fucking wind joke, I'll stab you.
And that thing is just standing there like, why are y'all hitting me? I just woke up from my damn slumber and all of a sudden you started attacking me.
You're in my home, little bitches.
But with this many of
I
us,
was
we
fine
can just
sleeping.
find an opening.
Fine. I guess I'll help
This
out.
guy always looking for an opening.
So it's all come down to me then.
You!
Arcus, activate.
This.
Airstrike!
The other guy's like, you stole my move, airstrike.
Opening,
That's supposed to be mine. An opening. Like, everybody put your sword in his butt.
Fucking noble.
This one's mine! Ah!
No, should have stopped while he was
We did it!
ahead.
I think that's the end of it.
At the very
Nope,
least,
that was the front of
creature
it.
doesn't seem like he'll be coming back for a rematch anytime soon.
Cracks me up every time.
What happened there anyway? Right at the end of the battle.
Now that you mention it, I did feel something wash over me for just a second there.
I actually wanted to be helpful.
There was a shimmering veil of blue light surrounding each of us.
Was there?
I did notice something as we fought. Perhaps it was just the blur of combat. But I felt like I could see everyone's movements in precise detail.
Yep, the blur of combat for sure. Happens all the time.
With an Arcus orbit gadget, you can all be Neo.
You know, all of her training with that sword, and this is her first time experiencing that, maybe it was just, you know, the blur of combat.
It was the blur of combat.
That's what we're going to call it.
It was a training exercise.
I don't think it was just your imagination.
Agreed. I have a feeling what we just experienced was...
Fill in the blanks here, teacher.
The biggest selling point of the
Orgasm.
almighty Arcus? Give this man a prize. Looks like friendship and teamwork saved the day once again.
Aw, Care Bear stare.
I'm so proud of you guys.
Get over here. I want to touch one of you uncontrollably.
Anyway, that about finishes up today's special orienteering exercise. Aw, what's with the long faces? I thought you'd all be happy.
To be alive.
What are we supposed to be happy about?
I have so many questions, I'm not even sure where to start.
Oh?
I'll take a stab at it. What exactly is the purpose behind this Class 7?
I mean, we get that it's supposed to be some sort of melting pot that includes a broad cross-section of people.
But why were the 9 of us chosen in particular?
That is a valid question. There's no single monolithic reason why you all made the list. But if I had to name a major contributing factor, it'd be those Arcus orbments you've got there.
How so?
Well, like I explained earlier, the Arcus units are developed jointly by the Epstein Foundation and the Reinford Company. Like any battle orbment, they let you use arts, and these have communication functionality built right in. But their crowning feature is what's known as combat linking. That's the phenomenon you all experienced just now.
So that's what that was.
Seems like a pretty apt term. It did feel like we were all connected somehow.
Precisely. Doesn't take a genius to imagine how much of an advantage a feature like that would be on a real battlefield. An elite unit that can sense each other's movements, acting in perfect sync even in the most chaotic conditions. You can hardly put a price on that. It could bring about a revolution in the way wars are fought.
Idealistic.
Well, yeah, the technology has its limits. Some have a natural aptitude for it, others just don't. And out of this year's fresh batch of bright-eyed students, the 9 of you turned out to have the highest aptitude. And since aptitude trumps background in Class 7, well...
I see. But what gives us this aptitude, though, as compared to our peers? It just seems so random.
What indeed? As promised, if any of you have objections to being in this class, speak now or forever hold your peace.
All we've been doing is holding our peace.
I think that pretty much covers the hows and whys of your situation. But this program isn't cheap to run, so we're not about to force anyone into it if they don't want to
So
be
you're
here.
all gonna have to do a little prostitution on the side.
You should also be aware that Class 7's curriculum will be tougher than any other class's coursework. Just fair warning. So now you know. And that leaves you all with an important decision to make. Will you stick with Class 7 or not?
I'm gonna be putting your lives in danger every single day,
If
so
you opt
you need
out,
to decide
you'll just
if you
be
want
placed
more
in the
of
class
that.
you would have been assigned to otherwise. There's no pressure. Nobles will land in Class 1 or 2, commoners in 3, 4, or 5. It's still just the first day, so there's no real catching up you'd have to do. I'm sure you'd fit in just fine.
I'll do it. Whatever Class 7 has to throw at me, I'm game.
Oh, wait, what?
Just like that?
So you're the first then. You seem pretty sure about it. Any particular reason?
Not really. I just feel like I've put my family out asking them to send me to this school. So, if it gives me more to show for my time here, I'll take whatever opportunities come my way.
A noble sentiment.
Count me in as well. The greater the challenge, the more I can push myself to excel. One can't
And then
hone a
maybe
blade
even
without
word.
grit, after all.
Let's make it 3.
Ooh, a threesome, you say?
There's gonna be
Mr. Wind over here.
There's gonna be that one kid in here. He's like, shit, I just signed up for data entry.
That's all they're doing.
Considering how far I came to attend this school, it'd be silly to back down before I even started.
Well, looks like we've got the country's strongest freshman on board and our foreign exchange student too. Any more takers?
Allow me to take part as well.
Let's all make a little speech. Overly emphasize how important we are to this game.
I was only
Yeah.
able to come because of the
Gonna
school's
say,
generosity.
I might have to cut
So
this
I
off
feel it's
soon.
my
I
duty to
need
help
to
in
take
any
a
way I can.
desperately needed bio break from this. It's really done things to my stomach.
Huh? Told you it
Sign
would.
me up too. I kind of feel like fate brought us here for a
I
reason,
warned
you know?
you.
And you all seem pretty
That's
easy
right.
to get
I
along
didn't
with.
realize I needed such a strong constitution.
And that's a yes from our 2 Orbital staff testers. Though I feel compelled to remind you, your weapons are still in the prototype stage. So on top of your other work, I'll be expecting reports from both of you.
Don't you worry, it's almost over.
work.
Of course.
Maybe I spoke too soon.
Let
Maybe I
me
spoke too
join
soon.
too.
Huh?
Oh, there's a surprise. I was almost certain your rebellious streak would see you opt out just on general principle.
It does bother me that you've got us using these Arcus units that are still pretty clearly in development. But if I let
Now,
every
how would
little
she know
nitpick
that?
like that hold me back, I'd
Yeah.
never amount to much.
Words
I
to live
wonder
by
who
right there.
developed them.
And that brings us to an even 6. Now, what about you, Fee?
Don't really care either way.
As long as you pay my fee.
You can choose.
Not this time. This is one call you're gonna have to make for yourself. That was the deal, remember? You need to take control of your own life.
Fine, I'm in.
Well, at least you committed. We've got a magnificent 7 now. Which leaves just the 2 of you.
Wonder why it's called Class 7.
Because there's 7 of us.
I
Wait,
can
you
see
already
you
knew
got
what you were going
issues
to call
with
the class
each other,
before
but
you
that
knew we were
doesn't
going to
mean you
sign
can't
up.
at least
It's almost
try
like
to work together.
we didn't even have a choice.
Why, if you just look past your differences and embrace the joys of youth, I'm sure you'll become the best of friends.
Embrace the joys of youth.
Like hell we will!
I
The
refuse to
exploitation
enjoy
of the common
myself.
people by the aristocracy is a blight on every facet of Erebonian life.
This kid was made for politics.
Unless
Yeah,
something is
this
done
guy
about
will
it,
take
this
any
country has
opportunity
no
to be
future.
outraged.
I appreciate your candor, but I don't think you're going to achieve much by lecturing me about it.
Well, at least that makes this simple. I, Eustace Alberea, claim my place as a member of Class 7.
Why? You're the son of a duke. Just the thought of being in the same class as commoners should make you sick.
I'll thank you not
Be
to tell me
sick.
how I'm
I'll
supposed
make
to
you
feel.
sick.
As far as the House of Alberea is concerned, there's little difference between other nobles and commoners. Besides, this should at least ensure I won't have fools flitting about every day trying to win my favor. That said, I have little interest in getting drawn into your petty arguments on a daily basis either. I think it would be prudent for us to go our separate ways. I'm certain we can at least agree on this, no?
I don't need some pompous ass who coasts through life on his father's coattails telling me what to do.
I'm in.
I'm in. Come hell or high water. You might have had
I
your
prefer
successes spoon-fed
the
to you
hell
up to
and the
now,
high water, but if
no
it's one or the other,
outmoded
I'll
class
take
system is
the
going to
L.
hand you trophies anymore.
We'll see about that.
Everybody's like, get a room.
They're going to be like this
No
pretty
kidding.
much all year, aren't they?
Sure seems that way. I wouldn't bet on them ever seeing eye to eye.
Not like we did earlier.
Oh.
Whoops.
The pots shouldn't be too hard on the kettles.
Give a guy a
This
break.
kid. Hot.
Well, how about that? 9 out of 9.
Oh, darn. I
With
guess we
that,
can't call it Class 7.
I'd like to
All right, Class
congratulate
9.
all of you on being the first ever Class 7.
Like, thanks. Now I gotta take a dump.
I hope you keep those high spirits all year, because with the workload we've got planned for you, you'll need it.
Well, speaking of loads.
Well, I wasn't expecting Class 7 to turn out quite as diverse as this. It certainly promises to be an interesting year.
We've got girls and the boys and
different color hair.
They're all human.
You took the words right out of my mouth. But perhaps this too.
Their
is the
shoes are
divine
different.
providence of
It's
the
a
goddess,
very
no?
diverse group we've got.
How do you mean?
Well, seeing them there, I feel they have the potential to be the light we seek.
Okay, I'm gonna give you some context of who that is real quick before we go. That's Olivert. He's been around since the very first game.
A light
So I'm
that can
supposed to
break
be
through the storm clouds that
Olivert?
continue to
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
you're supposed to
I
like-
can't. They brought him back. Oh my goodness, there he is.
And service.
Epaulets and everything.
Olivert.
I can't believe it. I knew they were gonna do this. I mean, I wanted them to, but now that they did it, I'm actually kind of shocked.
Awesome. Well, guess what? We can now call this a nice little break.
Like a good place to break it off.
Mm-hmm. Right at the beginning.
Title screen. Little anime intro that has better visuals than the game itself.
Sing it, Alex.
Okay, let me go look up the lyrics. To learn this song. Just for you. I'm gonna blare it at work. Like, what are you doing? I have to learn this song. I promised a friend. Okay. He's got cancer. He's dying. It's his final wish that I learn this song and sing it to him. Like, shit, dude, I'm backing off.
How do you know
Please,
he's
stand up
dying?
louder than you do.
Like, how do you know he's dying? Oh, I read his shirt. It said R.A.P. Brandon.
Yeah. It's pretty obvious. I mean,
I mean, his name is James Brandon.
okay, I just want to make it clear. You do know you're wearing a political shirt, right?
Oh. I had no idea.
Yeah.
No.
Brandon is the right wing's name for Biden.
Oh.
Yeah. So you haven't seen the stickers that say, "Let's go, Brandon"?
Oh. You know, I see those stickers all the time, and I'm like, why do you guys want me to follow you home so bad?
So now that he's leaving office, the R.I.P. Brandon is.
Yeah, I had no idea.
I'm sorry.
This was strictly.
I'm sure your niece didn't know either.
No, my niece probably knew.
Oh, okay.
But she said this is appropriate for him. Hey, look, we got done with the prologue.
I'm so proud of us. I expected longer, actually.
All right, this is a good place.
The funny thing is this entire game's actually a prologue for the other game. So really, we haven't even made it through the prologue. We're through the prologue of the prologue.
This is true. All right.
Wow. Hardly feels like we've started at all.
You sure you want to go and commit through that?
I think I could survive.
Are you sure?
Shorter sessions.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Shorter. I mean, this is a special longer session thing, but
well, there's going to be a lot of editing on this one.
I also was stone cold sober through all of this today, so it will be more interesting probably going forward. At the time we started, I could not justify, any kind of imbibery. So
well, just remember 3 and 4 are on Switch.
Good deal.
Like, good to know.
Yeah. I'll go do some homework for sure.